No worries.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hike 365 live show, where we challenge everyone in the whole entire world to hike 1 mile a day. This is Happy Trails Hiking.
And here you'll find information on park travel reviews, as well as living a healthy lifestyle. Welcome. Thanks for coming tonight, guys. So we've already got a huge room.
Outstanding.
I have to list them off, or I'm going to forget half of them.
All right, who we got?
So Marty's Crew, Our Family Adventures, just popped in. Diet Bullfrog 79, or Uncle Al, has been in the room for a while. Thanks for being here. Happy Trails Hiking's here. Outdoor Nomad is here. River Rat Skippy is here, as well as Armadillo Junction, Tanya Lambert, Vicky Marshall, Panic D Vlogs, and more.
Nice.
You see? Oh, man. Lori Bryant's here. And I think that Wrestler Mania was in earlier. So I know that he has a different schedule. So maybe couldn't stay for very long. My family garden just popped in today and just met their channel today. I haven't even gotten a chance to look at it yet. But for those of you who may not know us very well, I'm the main content creator, and Matt sometimes comes along for the ride.
I show up and drink beer.
Oh, it is National Beer Day. It said so on Twitter, hashtag National Beer Day. Yeah, so let's hit that. See what happens. Panic D. Okay, so Panic D Vlogs and more is Panic D Paranormal History. Wow, that was loud. Wow.
So I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But be thinking on that sound, see if you know what it is.
So Panic D Vlogs and more is Panic D, Sean and Marianne, but it's their vlogging channel. So if you just love Sean and Marianne and want to hang out with them more, which who wouldn't, duh. Anyway, you can go and make sure you subscribe to this channel, and you can see their health journey. They've been putting all of their walks for the health challenge on this vlog channel. And I hear there are turtles coming up this week. Trekker's very excited.
Oh, yeah, very good. We like turtles.
We do like turtles. And yay beer. Hello, Tanya. It's good to see you. 10 watching, 2 likes. Oh, well, hopefully some more people will like it as we go along. So what are you drinking tonight? Because what we used to do is, we had a show called Happy Half Hour with HTH, or Happy Trails Hiking. So we'd love to know what you're drinking tonight. And I have, a Missouri beer. It's the last of our stout box. I've been drinking on this for a long time, but it's a raspberry coffee stout from Schlafly. So hello, the Idahonian. It's good to see you. And Stephen Bauman, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you tonight. Tanya Lambert's drinking lemonade. That's good. Drinking decaf coffee. Oh, well, that's probably best at this point in time, Sean, but that's okay. Mick Ultra, as always.
Okay. And Armadillo Junction nailed my beverage, which is a Guinness.
Oh, sounded like a Guinness.
So
nice
well done.
job.
That's what I've got here.
Lori's got an Angry Orchard. So, but you don't have a normal Guinness. Is that a normal Guinness? The can looks fine.
This is a normal Guinness. They have changed the can. It used to be like that really dark black can, colored roughly the same as the beer, but they've changed the can, but still the same.
Yeah. Okay, good. Lori has an Angry Orchard. Marty's Crew has Boulevard Whiskey Barrel Stout.
Oh, nice.
That's a thing.
Crown of Coke from Idahoan.
Yeah, ginger ale. Oh, we got some good pictures from Idahoan again this week. I'm very excited. So ginger ale from Stephen Bauman. That's awesome. Water and ice from Die Bullfrog 79. Awesome. Yeah, it's a good thing. Anyway,
do we pick up Riverette Skippy? Mick Ultra?
Yeah, Riverette Skippy's got his Mick Ultra. He has little baby squirrels.
Do they get Mick Ultra?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No. I don't think the little baby squirrels get to eat Mick Ultra or drink Mick Ultra. They've been having formula from what I understand.
Oh. Well, if you hate Guinness, that's okay. A good beer is a beer that you like.
Yep, exactly. Hey, Pam, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Pam's down in Florida, along with Vicky Marshall, who probably this week has our highest total again. But we've been having some people put up some awesome miles. Awesome miles. I haven't even seen the spreadsheet yet because we had a busy weekend. We went camping for the first time in our Airstream. Not camping for the first time. We've been camping.
Not an Airstream.
Oh, not an Airstream. An A-frame.
Starts with A-frame.
And we got a name for our A-frame. I'm very excited about the name.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell them or not?
Okay. Yeah, we'll tell them. But I want to add one comment here that Vicky has the, did I get it right? Yes. Yeah. Vicky Marshall actually has the best choice of beverage tonight, which is in fact water.
Yeah.
Far healthier than our choice over here.
All right, fine. I won't drink it then.
Okay.
Kidding.
Well, you can have it. I'm not going to take it away.
Yes, we named the A-frame.
So someone told us, well, you should name your camper. Well, actually, we'll see if we can think of it. Someone said that.
Yeah, but they kept asking me what its name was. Okay, like every time when I announced it, people were like, "Oh, well, what's its name?" And I was like, "Has to have a name? Crap, that wasn't part of the sales pitch. They didn't tell us that before we left the dealership."
Yeah, they didn't mention we should name it. So we were driving out to Onondaga Cave on Friday, and so we kept going through different things. And Kay said, "Alf." Like Alien Life Form, the show from
Alf the A-frame,
from the 90s, whatever.
Oh no, 80s.
80s.
Oh, we're having an Inspired John raid. Inspired John just made it to 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations, nice. Inspired John. We are super happy for you. Thank you very much, Rustler Mania, for coming on in. I appreciate that.
We got a question from Hike with Mike regarding mileage.
Hike with Mike.
So if
I send this form again?
Well, he did 6 miles and just needs to know to send it again, I guess. So if you haven't submitted, go ahead and submit it, and we'll pick it up sooner or later.
Yes, Hike with Mike. If you did not, let's see. Are you getting my emails, Hike with Mike, every week? Because you should have filled out the form for week 14 this week. Week 14 reporting. So, Jay the Silencer is here again from Redding, California. He was here the other day too. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Alf, Lori. We've decided that it was really hard to come up with names that weren't just weird and that I didn't have any former students that were named that. Because I didn't want to name the camper after a former student, even if I liked the former student. So, yes, went 41 miles sent 41 miles last week. Okay, we're missing something then, Mike. Hold on.
When we get there, if your stuff isn't in there, then let us know.
It's not in there. Okay, I know it's not.
Then we'll just have to fix it. That's not a big deal to do.
Okay. Matt says it's not a big deal to fix it. I just wonder where you're reporting because I haven't seen it come through. But I'll look for it. I'll look for it now. Matt, you keep going. Tell about that part. Get to that part.
So before we move on to the details for the show, we would like to remind you that this program is brought to you by HappyTrailsHiking.com. We have a number of different merchandise items for you to check out, including coffee cups and nifty things you can put on your wall. That's about it, but it's a cool site. So there we go. So we've already talked about the beverages that everyone has. And so thanks for checking those in. So let's see here. What's next to the agenda? Oh, yeah. So this weekend we did go camping, as Kay mentioned, in our A-frame. And we ended up at Onondaga Cave because we were invited by John and Amy from Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures. They also have a Forest River camper. And so it was awesome. We went down there and camped in the same campground with them a few sites down the way and had a fantastic trip. And so for those of you who are not familiar with Onondaga Cave, we do have a video on that somewhere in the history of the channel. But it is one of the, I would say it's my favorite cave that I've been to. And I haven't been to a lot, but it is absolutely beautiful. The primary attraction that they have, or the primary cave that they have, is incredibly well lit. There are handrails, and there are lots of different features: stalactites, stalagmites. And if you're not familiar with those, stalactites stick tight to the ceiling. That's the rocks, hanging down from the ceiling and kind of the inverse cone. A stalagmite might touch the ceiling. That's on the bottom with the cone pointing up. And so those are formed by the water dripping down the top and hitting the ground. They also have some cave bacon, which when you look up at this stuff, it sort of looks like, if you can imagine bacon sort of curled up a little bit, and you can sort of see through it a little bit. Maybe it's sort of partially cooked. It's a very interesting rock formation. There are different little fluted things, and I don't know, crazy stuff, but it's very, very gorgeous.
Jemma's here. Okay, I'm going to interrupt for just a second.
Okay, go back
Hike
to the
with
chat.
Mike. I found it. It's on week 12 reporting, and I did find your 41 miles. So we will have to adjust and say that we got 41 miles. So that was on the week 12. I need to update all the sheets and say that I'm not accepting responses on the old ones. But that's mine, and it is found. No worry. And then Jemma's Journey Grace is here, and Jemma is awesome. And she celebrated International Autism Awareness Week last week. Her channel is about autism awareness, and she is an autistic woman and is doing wonderful things for that community.
Outstanding.
Yes. So, awesome. Let's see.
So do we have pictures of the cave available? Since I've talked about cave bacon now, everyone's getting hungry.
I do, yes. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I just had to check in with chat. But...
I had to find those miles. It was driving me crazy. Right. I was like, 41 miles. That's a big post. We want to make sure that we get that done. So, cave. Here it is. This was what we saw the other day. And I actually managed to share it this time, so I'm proud of that. So this is a cave mustache. That's the old man's mustache is what they call that formation. And then other things that we liked. Well, there's just the whole thing. It's just they light it, so it's a lit up walk. And there's 200 pictures here. I won't show you all of them, I promise.
We haven't had a chance to really parse through these yet.
Here is the very edge of the Queen's Canopy, and it's the second largest flow stone in the cave, and this is the whole entire Queen's Canopy. And just to let you know, that's a walkway. So this is how big this is, and it's right next to it. So, this is like 3 feet up, 36 inches for a fence. So that was pretty cool. That's probably one of my favorite parts. I haven't even looked. So we got to be getting close. Oh, no.
The twins, or
there's
what that's called.
The twins formations, and this one is still growing. So there's water dripping on top of this one all the time. And then this one is dormant. So it won't grow anymore. I don't know what you took pictures of.
So
there,
that was,
Who
that's
knows?
definitely
Blurry.
the ceiling.
Oh, the ceiling. Yes, that's what's dripping down at the top above the twins. So we love this cave. It's just an amazing cave. I'm trying to get to, well, you know where I'm trying to get to. It's got to be closer to the end. Aha.
Oh, there's some skeletons.
Oh, yeah. So they did some excavation and found bear in the cave. Hey, Triumph Screen Printing and Irvin DePay Tourist. It's great to see you guys. And so this is some of the excavation that they did, and they found bear bones. A black bear had crawled into the cave at some point in time. So that was pretty neat. And then This right here, can you see the divide in it? What did they say that was from? It wasn't from an earthquake, and I thought that was what it was from an earthquake. But
I don't remember.
Oh, shoot. Neither one of us remembers? That's not good. Anyway, it was really cool.
There were, like, if you go over here to the right a little bit, this part of it.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the part where the weight of the rock actually caused it to break, and it just fell a little bit down.
Okay,
that's where
because there's clay. There's a
layer of clay.
There was a layer of clay, and that's what they were. Yeah, and so you see all these soda straws at the top. These are all real thin little water droplets. It's just really, really cool. We'll have a video out, but it won't include all these, so you're getting an exclusive look.
This is the and some so
unedited photos.
We're actually looking at these together for the first time.
Right. I'm trying to get to the Lilypad Room, which will be close to the end.
Yeah, that's going to be near the end.
Oh, that one's pretty. There it is. That's Lilypad Room.
All right. Okay, there it is. So here, where the mouse is hovering now, is the feature that is the room's namesake. It looks very much like a lily pad, but that's actually rock.
Yes, it's all rock. It's yeah, and everything else just looks like ice cream melting into it all. So it's so beautiful. And this is a room above that always has water in it, and you can see the walkway there. And evidently there was a salamander somewhere, but they were teeny tiny salamanders.
They were little. They looked like basically black specks.
They did. They were baby salamanders. Here's the whole entire room. Look at that. Great picture there, Matt. So yeah, this is the Lilypad Room, and usually the water levels are lower when we go. This was opening weekend for the cave, and so usually the water levels are lower, and you can see more of the lily pads. But the reflection was fantastic. I'm guessing they're probably tired of us talking about a cave, but I love this cave, and I love geology in general, and so yeah, you can see the lily pads there a little bit better.
One of the interesting things about the cave is most of it is 57 degrees year-round. Mm-hmm. This room, however, is very close to the surface, and so it's considerably warmer. You can feel a temperature change when you climb up the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, and in the summer, it's really hot because we've been there in July and early August and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
you can really.
All right, we'll stop showing you cave pictures, guys. Thanks for letting us digress. We really love that cave. If
you're really in Missouri and you like caves, go to Onondaga.
It's even better than Merrimack. It's not. The Merrimack Cave is a privately owned cave, and this one is public land. So that's awesome. Oh, hello, Stone Age Productions. It's awesome to see you. Thank you for coming. And yes, that cave is stunning. We've really enjoyed our tours there, and it's a huge cave system, just like all the rest of the cave systems in Missouri. But it's probably not as big as Mammoth Cave because Mammoth Cave is the longest one in the U.S. But anyway, so those are our pictures from the weekend, and we had an amazing time with John and Amy. So that was super fun. Okay, on to the next thing that we have to do. So I guess we need to share the spreadsheet because that's what people are waiting for.
Yeah, let's pull up the spreadsheet.
Our spreadsheet this week was awesome. So let me go over here. And so for those of you who don't know, we have the group puts up miles every week, and we report weekly how many miles you hiked and where you hiked and whether you have pictures you want to share. Basically, that's the extent of the Hike 365 challenge. So we have a list. Matt likes spreadsheets. So we're going to share that with you now for everybody who we found recorded for this week. So total miles for this week, which is week 14, which is right here. Total miles we hiked is 183.16, and that is our most miles hiked so far.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah, we had 35 entries this week. I couldn't believe it when I got home and got back online and went, holy cow, I have 35 entries. What are we going to do now? So Vicky Marshall got 32 miles, and that's Vicky's highest mileage.
Holy cow.
Congratulations, Vicky. You've gone from being very sick in November to 32 miles in a week.
Crushing it.
Awesome. 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 Other high milers, 21 miles for Skinny G Panda, 18 miles for Chris Acone. Gary Grimes from Life on the Trail got 11. Dana and Eileen put up 18 miles. It's just some amazing miles, just amazing miles. So congratulations on everybody. We're at 183.16 this week, and a total of 1,411 miles. So that's fairly awesome. I'm just, wow. I'm amazed. We got 3.5 miles this weekend, partially because we were just hanging out with our friends, and partially because, well,
that's what we wanted.
That's what we did.
That's what we did.
That's what we did. Vicky is a boss. Totally.
For sure.
Totally a boss. And yeah, Stone Age Productions. Yeah, I knew I'd never seen you here before. So thank you so much for coming. It's awesome to have you. Yeah, great job, everybody. And Just in Time Prepping just came in. Thank you for being here. For those of you who haven't been here before, we I like to make maps. Matt likes spreadsheets. We both like maps, but I like to find out where everyone has hiked. And so I make a map of all of the recorded hikes every week. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys now. I have that right there. So there's our map. And last time we had some down in Mexico, but Carly didn't hike down in Mexico this week. So we're back to our Floridians getting a bunch of miles, but Idahonian and Gary Grimes put up some over here in the Pacific Northwest area.
Nice.
And then Dana and Eileen recorded a bunch from Michigan. They have been off on a trip with their son, Patrick. And so
nice.
they had some extra time, spring break and stuff. So, and then Marty's crew, and then Outdoor Nomads over here doing his thing. And we're up here with Holly Rouse, Holly Sherwood, putting up miles. And then we had a contingency from Pennsylvania that went down to Kentucky this week and hiked there. So, yeah. And then Airstream as a Dream was hiking in North Carolina. So to share some of your pictures, I feel like I'm missing a bunch. Here we go. Good job. All right. Yay. Okay. I'm caught up. I thought I was behind, but I'm not.
It doesn't
behind.
look like too much
We're
is
good.
in the chat.
All right. So we had a group that went to Red River Gorge, and these are pictures from Chris Acone. And if you watch a lot of outdoor channels, you will recognize some of these faces. We've got Dragon Roams, as well as Kurt Zitzelman, and Skinny G Panda's back there. And Backpacking with Jason is right there. And then there's some people I don't just recognize off the bat. But Chris takes amazing pictures, and the Red River Gorge is amazing. If I ever get to Kentucky, that part of Kentucky, I have to go. Oh, now you know why I went. That's a slug, or it looks like a slug. Chris Acone, if you're in the room, why do you need to put a slug on your face?
Hopefully it's not a leech.
I hope it's a slug.
Yeah, let's
go on.
Slug. Keep
Keep going. All right. And so there's just the group. Man, I wish I knew who that was. Does anybody know who that is? I'm not on it. Anyway, Dangerous Cliffs. That's not CLIF, like Cliff Riser, but okay. Cliff. And then Flower with a hammock setup. And so that's kind of, Kurt Zitzelman is the owner of Hemlock Mountain Outdoors, and he makes hammocks. So I'm sure that's one of his systems. And then this picture is from Marty's group from Kansas, and there's a plaque right there. Marty, you got to tell me what that plaque says. And then this one's also from Marty's crew, and it's a water feature, so we have to play it. Soothing.
Nice.
I like those. And then these are from Cliff Riser, and I'm gonna enlarge a few of them. But they went to Port St. Lucie and saw ospreys. I thought they were eagles at first, but ospreys feeding their chicks in their nest. So that I thought was neat. And then he saw a sandhill crane, and he says they're not afraid of anything. They're like our geese, you know. So yeah, sandhill crane. And then he saw fuzzy ducks. But he didn't call them fuzzy ducks. That's a Matt and Kay thing. So he had a great great hike this week. And that's his wife, Shannon. And it's very Florida looking. I like it. Oh, an alligator, by the way. It's an underwater one. I promise.
Okay.
Or it's not. But there's a sunset, which is very pretty. Cliff is known for his sunsets in our little group. So that's awesome. Thanks, Cliff, for sharing those. And then the Idahonian found some petroglyphs this week. I have to show them to you. Are you looking? Petroglyphs. See?
Petroglyphs. Those are really cool.
We like petroglyphs a lot. Oh, beautiful. Matt's doing other things over here.
I was checking the chat.
Oh, you're checking the chat? Thank you. Gilbert Rod's here. I just saw his face. Or his avatar. Go down. Hey, Gilbert. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming. Wheeze Bar. Is that a petroglyph?
Pretty sure that is not a petroglyph.
Awesome, Kenny. Thank you so much for sharing these. They're beautiful. We need to go out and hike in Idaho. Okay, Matt?
That looks pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Great job, everybody. Thank you for sharing your pictures with us. And I know that Marty's crew just put up a video this afternoon for the Hike 365 challenge about the castle in Kansas. So that's cool. Trying and Surviving is here. Inspired Raid. Well, thank you guys for coming. Inspired John, thank you for sending people over. And Canoe Hound is here. And RG Homestead. Yeah, there we go. Glad to see you too. See, Gilbert Rod is here. And In the Woods with Wolfie is here. We have a raid. In other words, Inspired John sent everyone from his chat over to here. So it's great to see you guys. Thank you all for coming. And like I said earlier, Inspired John made it to 1K over the weekend. And he started that push on Friday morning. So he got from like 850 subscribers all the way to 1K over the weekend. So that's pretty good.
Oh, so when you had the gator up before, I was wondering if it was a gar, and Hike with Mike has the same.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay. Funny. Okay, Drone Kings in Darwin. I have never met you, but thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Stone Age Production says, is everyone from America here? He's from Scotland. Cool. That's really awesome. We love to see hiking in Scotland and outdoors things in Scotland. So, Marty says he can't tell us what the sign says because he's on his phone. I was kidding, Marty. It's fine. Thank you for sending in pictures. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Cliff has some great pictures. If I missed anybody, guys, I'm so sorry. You guys all came in all quick. So, yeah, it's a party.
Party.
Jefferson Einstein's here. Hello. And Josie Wales. Oh, yes. This is a good stout. We'll go back over that again.
So for those who came in, weren't at the beginning, Kay has
raspberry coffee stout from Schlafly here in St. Louis. So, and
I have a classic Guinness and actually a mug from the Wild Horse Saloon in Nashville. And if you haven't had a Guinness in a while, the cans are different now.
They're different cans.
So I guess it's a bear with a bottle of Guinness on a something. Drum?
Maybe. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. He's on a drum or a keg or whatever.
He's on a something. Drone Kings in Darwin says hello from the top of Australia. That's cool. So is it Darwin, Australia then? Drone Kings in Darwin. Is that what that is? Gilbert Rod. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That wasn't necessary, but we appreciate you so much. And Pam says that she likes parties. And we do, we don't always drink beer all the time.
No, not always. Do you want to go back to the Onondaga Cave pictures?
We can.
We've got a lot of new people who just came in that might find them interesting.
Yes. So, all right.
We're off script now.
We are. We're just going off script. So this is our cave party. Darwin is the swampy part of Australia. And if you guys can find a picture. Pusa Studios. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming. It is good to see you. We're going to show you our cave photography now. Along with Rodney Shell. It's good to see you. Awesome. Okay, so we'll start back with our cave photography from where we were earlier. So this weekend, we got to go to Onondaga Cave State Park, and it's a state park out in the middle of Missouri, and which is in the middle of the USA. So it's pretty much in the middle of the geographical 48 states.
Give or take.
Pretty much. Really close. And so Missouri is known as a cave state, and we have we have caves. And so this one is a cave that is on public land. And since we support parks and public lands, we love this cave. And it's gorgeous. So
we love it because it's beautiful. But
all right, fine. We love it because it's beautiful. Pictures. Okay, pictures. Here we go. So there we go. This is kind of from the end of the tour. So do you want me to just go to the...
Yeah, well, you're already at the end, so we can just go and...
Okay, well, let me go back to the Lilypad Room then, because it was really pretty. There, this is the Lilypad Room. And I think I could stay in this room forever and just stare into the water because the reflections are amazing. But they only let you be in there for 2 minutes tops. And so you're in a tour of 20 people. And yeah. So tell more about it, Matt. Well, I say hello to Bud. Hi, Bud.
The Lilypad Room is at the highest point inside of the traditional cave tour. And so you'll note, can I move the mouse?
No, please do.
Okay. So kind of down in here, you'll note these sort of features that look kind of like lily pads under the water. And that's what this room's namesake is. And so you get different features here because it's closer to the surface, and you've got the temperature is noticeably warmer, particularly in the warmer months of the year. And this is the highlight of the tour, I would have to say.
I think so too. And lots of people miss this part of the tour because it's a strenuous hike to get up there, or more strenuous than the rest.
For people on this channel, it's probably not strenuous.
That's true. Well, okay. So let's just lay it out there. It goes up and there are switchbacks. It's not a strenuous hike, but it's slick and it goes up. I mean,
it's up.
They do give you the opportunity to sit on a bench and wait if you don't think you can do it. So yes. Oh man, people are just popping in all over the place. Our national adventure. Hello. It's great to see you. Thank you for coming. So let me see if I can find some of the other pictures that were really, really good. You got to keep talking though, because there's people. Hi, Bud. It's good to see you. I didn't mean to not say hello earlier. So there's another one. That one's pretty good. It shows the lily pad.
Let's share that one.
Okay. We'll share that one. Okay. There we go.
So this picture here is, again, a way to show off the namesake of the Lilypad Room. And it's sort of there front and center in the middle of the frame. And then, of course, you've got all the other cave features, too. I don't even know what these vertical stems are called, but it's the rock, the flowstone.
Well, haven't they turned into columns?
Because yeah, I mean, at this point, they are columns.
They used to be stalactites and stalagmites that have met and created a column. And you could have seen me demonstrating that, but you didn't. All right.
So we're going to scroll back up here through and so I'm just going to click on things that jump out at me. Because I literally popped the SD card. Well, Kay popped the SD card on the computer, and this is the first time I've seen it.
says amazing shot, and from them, that's amazing because they're quite the photography studio and all. So thank you so much. Matt does a great job. He practices a lot, and shooting in caves is really hard when you're on a tour like that one.
And what I found, because you're on a tour and you don't really have much time. So I put my camera on the auto setting with no flash, and you don't have time for a tripod. So I just put my elbows on the rails of the cave wall or the walkway and kind of did sort of an impromptu tripod. So this picture here is looking up at the ceiling. Oh, this is the duck. Okay. This is so cool.
Okay.
So right here where my mouse is, you see what really looks like a duck on the roof of the cave.
It's a shadow.
It's a shadow. There's no duck there, but it's, some rock in front of us somehow is making that. And a little bit further back,
Did you get a picture of the bat?
I think I tried to get a picture of the bat.
It's right there. Yeah.
So this shadow here is essentially the same formation, making a different shadow from a different place.
From a different angle, yeah.
And so that was this is probably our third time visiting the cave, and that's the first time I've actually been able to capture both the duck and the bat.
That one. Yeah, I think that this cave is really so interesting because they light it for you. Like, it is lit, and as the teenagers would say, that's lit. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not cool. But they have paved walkways and all these railings throughout the whole thing. And Jefferson Einstein says there's a turtle to the left of that duck too. Probably.
Wow, we missed the turtle.
Yeah, I didn't see any turtles. Well, other than Trekker, but he wasn't allowed to go. So some things that you need to know about Onondaga Cave if you're planning to go. You can't take food or drinks into it. As well as they don't want you to have backpacks and things like that. So Trekker hasn't ever gotten to go. So, yeah. So, yeah, he has to wait to see it on video like all the rest of you, I guess. Oh, Stone Age Productions says, it's great to see a community of outdoorsy people on YouTube. Oh, well, yes, it's very late there. It's 2:30 in the morning there. Okay, well, good night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. It was good to meet you. And Booster's Studios say you did a great job. Don't look at the blurry ones then. Pick at that one. Click on that one so they don't have to look at the blurry ones. But he did do a good job. It's very, very hard to take pictures in low light situations. There's the bear again.
Okay, I was trying to find some cave bacon, but that may not have come through. Like, I think I was kind of in the wrong place to get the bacon.
Yeah. Well, he was way ahead of us when he was talking about cave bacon. And then he kept shutting off the lights as we went through the cave. And I was like, well, I was taking a picture of that. So we'll have some video come out from this too. Can you click there? Because it looks pretty. Thank you.
Oh, okay. This one's cool. So here in the middle, there's this rock formation, and I don't remember the exact description from the guide, but they say this is a tongue, and then the tongue's kind of lapped over next to this ice cream cone, and this ice cream cone is melting. So of course it's all, like rocks with calcium carbonate or calcium formation deposits and whatnot. But yeah, it's interesting as you go through the cave, there are different names that they'll
that they give the formations. That's really funny. So Hike with Mike says that
this is what I was looking for.
Oh, this
one came out. Let's see if the other one is better.
It's a little better.
So if you look right here where my mouse is, there's a skull, or what appears to be a skull. And the tour guides have spent enough time in the cave over the years, and the knowledge has been passed on, that there are just different things that you see. And there's a question in the chat that says, did I use flash? And the answer to that is no. They ask us not to use flash because it's disruptive to the wildlife that's in the cave.
Bats and
so there are salamanders, there are bats and other things.
Yeah, so oh geez.
But and the interesting thing about the
you and your turtle human rights folks
is that when you hit this skull with a flashlight, you don't see it. So this skull is created by the interplay of light and shadow. And when you put, like I said, when you put a flashlight directly on it, the skull goes away.
It is really cool. We had several times that shadows were things that we were looking at in the cave. Our National Adventure says we took photos in the main area of Carlsbad Caverns a few months ago. It was definitely not easy to shoot in a cave. Yeah, it's really, really hard. So yeah, I figured that Panic D would like the skull. So,
this was, I believe this is called the color wall.
It is the color wall.
And due to lighting here, I wasn't able to get too much, but you've got the white from the calcium, and these are sort of a yellowish.
From the iron oxide. And
then there are actually some sort of browns and reds in here too. So that wall was actually very colorful.
I tried to get it on video. We'll see how it came out. So turtles are not people too. We just talk to Trekker like he is sometimes. Oh, you guys are funny. They want equal rights for Trekker so he can go into the cave.
He
I'll
could've.
smuggle
He
him in the next
probably
time.
could have gone in.
I know that we're going to go back at some point in time.
But they don't want outside water or food
down,
to be brought in. And so that's why we
come on.
don't take our backpack. I want to see what this looked like. This is sort of interesting. They had like little rope lights along the rail. And so that's how you get this kind of interesting feature here.
Marty's crew's going to Carlsbad Caverns in July. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, if you get some pictures, we'd love to see those.
Yeah, well, we better get to see them for your Hike 365 stuff. Oh yeah, I got it. Drone Kings in Darwin. He's got his turtle names, the Mutant Ninja Turtles. There, that one was a good one.
Okay.
So,
well, I guess we've kind of gone through most of them.
We have gone through most of them. Okay, and you guys are so funny. So we are. Let's see, what trips do we have coming up? So this weekend, since we got our new camper this last week, we which is named Alf for those of you who are in the camper world. And think that naming campers is fun, and we do too. So it's named Alf, and we went to Onondaga Cave this weekend, and next weekend we actually are going over to Illinois, and we're going to be at Hazlet State Park, and it's on Carlisle Lake, and so we'll maybe get some lake sunrises or sunsets from there, and get some hiking in. There's about 12 miles of hiking in the park, so maybe we can get out of the camper and go do some things too. And then Lori, actually for Easter weekend, Lori Bryant, who's in the chat, is my sister. And we will be meeting her over at Giant City State Park in
sometime
at Easter on the 20th. So over in Illinois. And then we head to Kansas the end of the month. That may be a that may be a, don't hit the button. What are you doing? Anyway, okay, so that may be one of those weeks when we have to change the stream from Sunday to a different day because traveling and trying to get back here to do a show may not work. But anyway, Drone Kings in Darwin. I like funny stories. If you could connect with me on Twitter and share that funny story, that would be awesome. Or on Facebook. We are Hike with Mike, that's him. We are Happy Trails Hiking on Facebook and Instagram, as well as Happy Trails Hike on Twitter. So we would love to connect with you there and hear exciting stories. Sometimes the chat in live shows are kind of hard to type funny stories into. We are pretty busy, but anyway, we like to travel, and that's what we do here. So we think that the camper will be a fun way to make that a little easier for us. So anyway, all right. And Marty's crew says the crew kids can't wait to meet you. Well, we can't wait to meet them too. We're looking forward to hiking with you guys in the end of this month. So anyway, it should be a good time. All right, guys. I think that's all we've got for you.
Yep.
And we've recovered some of the stuff we were going to cover. Thank you all for coming, and Inspire John, thank you for sending people over, and everybody who popped in. We just love seeing you guys, and everybody keep up your great work on miles for the week for the Hike 365 challenge. So anyway, have a great one, and until next time, cheers.